Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Is It Worth It, a series where I share my review and my opinion for different video games that I have experienced. Today's video is about the sequel of one of the best indie games that got both me and my friends down to theorizing what's gonna happen next or what just happened, and that is the gem known as Little Nightmares 2. Little Nightmares 2 was developed by the same people behind the original Little Nightmares, and that is none other than Tarsier Studios. The game was published by Bandai Namco in February 2021. The game is out for all available consoles currently out, however, the official PS5 and Xbox Series X releases will be available later in 2021. Little Nightmares 2 continues the trend from the season pass of the original, and that is improving the game in every possible way while keeping the gameplay simple and clean. It expands the universe of Little Nightmares without losing the identity and uniqueness that made it shine through. At the same time, the puzzles are continuing to see improvement and feel more challenging the further you move. The main difference between the two games is the fact that in Little Nightmares 2, you control a new character, and that is Mono. However, the past protagonist, Six, is also around, but she's controlled by an AI. Again, similar to the original, there is not a single line of direct dialogue to explain what is happening. Everything is in the gameplay, the walkthrough, and the observation to your surroundings. The game introduces us to Mono, who, similar to Six and the runaway kid, wakes up from a distinctive nightmare of a door across a path. Mono is located in the forest. After successfully avoiding the traps and solving different puzzles, we come across a house where we meet Six and our first enemy, the Hunter. Once we escape from the forest, we reach the city and come across two new enemies located in the school, the bullies who act as the student and the teacher. As seen in the trailers, Mono is capable of picking items from the ground and use them against enemies. This is unique as we never seen something similar to Little Nightmares 1 or the DLC. This new mechanic makes the school 10 times better, as you'll have to fight your way through the bullies to reach the teacher. The school is beautifully designed, filled with a ton of traps resembling Home Alone. Upon successfully leaving the school, we'll continue our way through the city and we come across the hospital. In the hospital, the game brings back the old mechanic where your character gets a torch. While in hospital, there's enemies where you attack them with items, and mannequins who can't move when the torch is towards them. This reminds me of the Runaway Kids Chapter 3 enemies, but the mechanics are more polished. After a successful meet with the doctor, Mono and Six escape to the city again. As a result of a certain event, Mono's torch breaks, but the game is far from over as a new mechanic introduces instantly, and that is the TV teleportation system. Mono gets to pick up a remote control that he uses to open and close TVs around the city. He can use these televisions to teleport, similar to the game called Portal. This creates some interesting puzzles. At the end of this, the Thin Man awaits. We previously seen the Thin Man at the end of the Runaways Kids campaign. However, things get too hype after the fateful meeting. I won't spoil anything, but trust me, things become way interesting that would be a shame for me to spoil it. To sum up, the game is a 3D puzzle horror game where the horror aspect relies on the environment and not the gory content or jump scares. You die from dropping from high areas, stuck in traps, or killed by enemies. You're always one shot, however the game has plenty of checkpoints, resulting to a not as much punishing game as it could have been. Mono as a character can sprint, kneel, jump, grab items, use items in combat, or to solve puzzles, and call Six for your aid. There are two types of collectible: holograms of past children who met their doom by the enemies, and different sets of hats that Mono gets to wear. The game is fantastic and definitely one you shouldn't miss, as it expands on the universe of Little Nightmares in a nice positive way. If you played the first game, this game ending will make you rethink your entire lore, what you thought you knew and what you thought you know. It's a game where you can't tell if it's actual prequel or a sequel, and there's so many theories out there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. If you're interested for more of my reviews, check the playlist currently on your screen. Tell me in the comments below if you played the game and what you think about it. Till then, take care and I'll see you all in the next one. See ya!